Talk to different types of internet companies that you can go with and the different types of packages they offer and what is the right packet and provider for you. Now first we're going to start off with Rogers. Now these are again service providers that are in Canada specifically, but even if you don't live in Canada, by watching this video you'll get an idea of what type of companies to go with and what type of internet that you should choose. So here I have on the four tabs on the top I have four different companies. Now the first one is Rogers and the second one is Bell. These two are the largest service providers in Canada currently. The other two are actually smaller service providers which buy their services from Bell and Rogers but are able to offer them at a reduced price. Now we'll go into detail in a bit, but let's just skim through what Rogers and Bell offer in terms of internet packages. So with Rogers, all their internet, I believe now, is fiber, and the cheapest one you can get is the Hybrid Fiber 10, which is $52 a month. That includes the modem rental. Now this 10 megabytes per second is relatively slow. If you're not doing too much internet streaming and whatnot, it's okay. The 25 gigabyte cap is pretty low. Personally, I would never get this. I think a reasonable internet bandwidth is about 150 gigabytes. Sorry, not bandwidth, limit. And I think 30 to 50 is a good range for people that do some streaming, you know, kind of like an all-purpose use of the internet and not just an occasional user. Personally, for myself, I would go with if I was supposed to go with Rogers, I would go with the unlimited usage, with the 60 megabytes per second download. This way I won't have any issues streaming or multiple users at my house streaming. But it's $95. Let's take a look at Bell. Again, this is another large service provider. So here in Bell's website, we see that they have 5 megabytes per second, 15, 25, 50, and 175. So they say that 25 is their most popular, and the first 3 months is $40 a month. Again, I would probably go with the 50 just because I'm a heavy internet user. For most people, I guess 25 is okay. So you pay $40 a month for the first 3 months and then $61 thereafter. This is definitely not unlimited. There we go. It's 100 gigabytes. Now, it really depends on how much you use. If you have 3 or 4 users in the house and people do stream, 100 gigabytes will definitely not be enough and you will be hit with ridiculous charges, which has happened to me quite often. So for that reason, I usually try and get the higher monthly usage capacities. This way we won't have to deal with excess charges. However, once you want to upgrade to 300 gigs, you're talking about, again, $90 a month plus all the other fees and whatnot. So you're going to end up in about the $100 plus tax range. Now, let's take a look at the two smaller companies that we have. One is Tekksavvy, and this is, I believe, local to Ottawa area, but I might be mistaken. They might have them in a few other areas in Ontario and Quebec as well. Now here we can see the prices are quite a bit lower. Taking a look at the 25, which was the most common, according to Bell, is $39.99 a month. Now, usually in these smaller companies, things to note are they do not include the modem rental, or you have to purchase the modem from them. Usually about $100 one-time fee, or about $3-4 a monthly rental fee. Also, there is an initial fee that you pay to get started, usually between $40 and $100 as well. So that is the difference for paying a lower premium, a monthly premium. However, I do have quite a few friends that use both Tekksavvy and another one we're going to be looking at, Distrubutel, and they seem to be very happy. I've only heard of one issue from the people that I know of, and It was their internet got cut, and getting a guy out to fix it took him about a week. That was the only horror story that I've heard, though. And to be honest, at $40 a month, you really can't beat that price. You're comparing. And oh, I forgot to note, these are all unlimited. So you have no data cap. You could be using however much data you please. Let's take a look at Distrubutel. Distrubutel seems to offer a bit more variety of types of internet. So they have FTTN, cable, and DSL. FTTN is fiber. It is obviously the latest and greatest. Cable is probably the worst type of internet. It's basically a cable that gets split into various different residential areas, so it has a tendency to speed up and slow down according to a number of people that are using it. DSL is not bad. It's the previous generation, well, still around obviously, but personally I would go with the fiber just because it's the latest, greatest, and obviously the most reliable and fastest for that reason. Now, Distrubutel, I believe, does use Bell's network, so you know, in that regard, I don't see it being an issue in terms of reliability and whatnot. Again, here I would recommend the 25. I think this is a great package for an all-around user. Maybe a 50 would be a bit faster, but to be honest, at the price difference, I would personally go with the 25. Unlimited everything. I believe there's a small first-time fee, but right here, this is your package. If you want to save some money, you're comparing this to $100+. And personally, the little perks that Rogers and Bell offer are not worth $600 a year. There you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe. See you later.